Shiva children, good morning. So I think you are clear with the explanation of dominance, codominance and incomplete dominance. Now let us move on to the next part children, which is the Mendel's law of inheritance, which includes the third law, which is law of independent assortment, right? So we will be learning about inheritance of two genes here. So in the earlier part we learned about monohybrid, which had only one gene, but here we will be learning about two gene, that is the dihybrid cross, right? So di means it is two, and we will learn how the two characters are crossed together to produce a hybrid organism, right? So here it is a cross between two parents differing in two pairs of contrasting traits. What is this contrasting traits? They have different traits. Suppose if one parent is tall and the other is dwarf, right? So that is the contracting character. Here we are taking two such contracting pair of characters, right? So Mendel made some hybrid crosses in pea plant, and here the example which we are going to learn is about the cross between pea plants with round shaped and yellow colored seeds and wrinkle shaped and green colored seeds. So here the characters which we take is the seed shape and the seed color. Okay, seed in the shape എന്തായിരിക്കും? Either it should be round or wrinkled. And what is the color? It should be yellow or it should be green. Now, if these two pair of characters are crossed, it means that when cross pollination happens in the parental generation, so these two are the parental generation, right? So when the cross happens between them, the first generation or the F1 generation which they produce is producing a plant which has round and yellow seeds, right? So only one parent has been expressed, and that one parent will be the dominant trait. So how should we name these characters? We can name, we with the help of the F1 generation, we have found out that the round and yellow are the dominant traits, right? That is why they got expressed in the F1 generation like the monohybrid cross. So what we are doing, we are using capital letters for round seeds and capital letter for yellow colored seeds, and we are using small letters for wrinkle shaped and green color seeds because they are dominant, right? So round and yellow are dominant because we got them in the F1 generation. So we are using capital letters, capital R, and capital Y for them, and then it forms the small r, small y, small y for the recessive trait, right? Taking capital R, capital Y. So this is round and it is round. So this one is round and it is yellow in color. We'll just write it as round and yellow colored. And then the other parent is the recessive and it is wrinkled and green, right? Wrinkled and green. So this is the parental generation, and when cross is made, when these two are crossed up together, what do they form? They form the F1 generation, which is capital R, small r, capital Y and small y, right? So now let us learn it with the help of the Punnett square, right? So I am going to write the gametes in one side and then the other male gamete in one side and the female gamete in the other side, and then let us find the possible crosses. Now which are the possible gametes in this, children? The possible gametes in this one, the first parent is it is capital R, capital Y. So these are the possible gametes, right? So this R can either combine with this Y or with this Y, right? And same way this R can combine either with this Y or this Y. So together they will form only one gamete, which is RY, right? So we can write the parental generation here. It is RY, capital R, capital Y, and same way here also it is capital R, capital Y. This column I'll just erase it, does not need it. Okay, now coming to the female parent generation, it should have the possible gamete which is small r and small y, right? And here also it is small r and small y. And what will be the result of this crossing? So this will combine with this and it forms capital R, small r, capital Y and small y. So this is the result of the F1 generation. So here also same combination is seen, here also same combination is seen, and here too same combination is seen. So in the F1 generation it is like this. Now let us learn about the F2 generation. So F1 generation la all the seeds which were produced were having the color which was round and yellow, right? So it was the dominant trait. That is why round and yellow got expressed in the F1 generation. Okay. So this is the F1 generation which is round and yellow. Now let us learn about the F2 generation in detail. Let us see what will happen when these are self-pollinated. As all the plants were having the round and yellow seeds in F1 generation, he again self-pollinated them. And the possible gametes of the self-pollination are, if you take this as the male parent, the possible gametes here are, I will just write how the gamete formation will be. So it has capital R, small r, capital Y and small y, right? So always you have to write the gamete formation like this. So this capital R, it has 50% chance to combine with this capital Y, right? So I am writing first gamete as capital R and capital Y, and then this R again, it has 50%, other 50% chance is to combine with the small y. So I am writing capital R and small y. Okay, now this capital R possible combinations are written here. Now same way, let us write the possible combinations of small r. So this small r, it will either combine with this capital Y and it forms small r, capital Y, or else it can either combine with small y. So 50% chance is to combine with capital Y, and other 50% chance is to combine with the small y. So I am writing small r and small y. So these are the possible gametes from the F1 generation of the male parent. As there is self-pollination happening, same gametes will be formed in the female parent also, right? So first gamete will be capital R and capital Y, and then comes the capital R, small y, and then comes small r and the capital Y, and then comes small r again and small y. So same gametes will be produced in female gamete also, as it is self-pollination. Adhe flower lulla male and female gametes alle. So it will be same, right? So now let us see. Now let us cross multiply each of this. So what do we get? So from this will combine with this one and it forms capital R, capital R, capital Y, capital Y. Okay. Now again, this male gamete, if it combines with this gamete, what will happen? It will form capital R, capital R, capital Y and small y. Okay. And then again this gamete, if it combines with the third gamete, it is capital R, small r, capital Y and capital Y. Okay. And again, if this combines with the next gamete, it will form capital R, small r, capital Y and small y, right? So like that, these gametes, again it combines with each of that and it forms the result. അപ്പോൾ ഈ ഓരോരു gamete, ഓരോരു male gamete എടുത്ത് നമ്മൾ എല്ലാ female gamete കൂടിയും we have to cross. Only then we will get the possible combination. Now what will happen? So this one and this one will combine to form capital R, capital R, capital Y and small y. Okay. And here the next one, it will form capital R, capital R, small y, small y. Okay. And then the next gamete will combine this one and it forms capital R, small r, capital Y, small y. Okay. And then this one will combine with this one and forms capital R, small r, small y, small y. Okay, and then now next gamete, this again has to combine with all these 4. So it should be capital R, small r, capital Y, capital Y. Okay, next capital R, small r, capital Y, and small y, right? And same way capital small r, small r, and capital Y, and then small r, capital Y, small y, capital Y and the small y, right? And coming to the next gamete, so this has to combine with all these and forms capital R, small r, capital Y, small y, and again capital R, small y, small y. Okay, and then the next one small r. So one gamete you have to keep it constantly and you have to cross multiply with the other female gamete. Okay, or else you can do in this method also. Anything is okay, you will get the same result only. And capital Y, small y. And at last we get small r, small y, small y. Okay, so these are the 16 possible gametes which can be formed after self-pollination. Now let us see how many of them are round yellow, wrinkled green, and we will find out whether new characteristics are seen here. Let us find out the phenotypes, children. So these are the possible phenotypes after the Punnett square. So using the Punnett square, we will be getting all these phenotypes. Let us see how many of them are present. See the first one, round yellow. Let us see how many round yellows there. So I will just use different colors to denote it. So I am using blue to denote this round yellow, right? So always remember, when there is presence of a capital letter R, it will code for only round, because capital R is dominant. It will not allow the recessive gene to code. So if there is one capital R, it codes for round, and same way when there is one capital Y, it codes for the round, yellow. And if the recessive trait called as wrinkled and green has to occur, then both the alleles should be same. Both the alleles should be of the small letter, right? So let us find it out. So here the first genotype which we see is capital R, capital Y, right? So this is 1. So 1 round and green, and then again this also round and yellow, and now the second one capital R, capital Y, small y. So it also codes for round yellow, and this one also codes for round yellow because one capital R is there and one capital Y is there. So 3, and then one capital R, one capital Y, again it is also round yellow, and then here one capital R is there, one capital Y is there, so again it is round yellow, and then here one capital R and small y is there, so it will not denote round yellow. Now let us see the next one. It is round yellow again because one capital R, one capital Y is there, so it is round yellow again, and then comes the one capital R and there is no capital Y here, so it will not code for round yellow. And the next one capital R is there and capital Y is there, so again it codes for round yellow. It is 7, and then here we have one round yellow again, so it is 8, and then comes the, so here we have only round which codes for wrinkledness, that is small r is there, round will not be seen, so wrinkledness will be there, and here only one Y is there, so it will not code for round yellow, and again it is not for round yellow, and here we have this round yellow again because one is capital R and the other one is capital Y, so surely it will code for round yellow, right? And here we don't have round yellow, here also no round yellow, and here also no round yellow. So how many round yellows are there? There are total about 9 round yellows, right? So 9. In the total 16 gametes, possible gametes, 9 of them are round yellow. Okay, now let us see about round green.